Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, and in this video I'm going to be braiding in 3 very cute Pinterest hairstyles. Write down in the comment section what you think of these styles. Personally, I think they're cute, but if you have other styles that you would like to see me try out, or you think I would look good trying out, I'm more than welcome to your suggestions. However, before I get into talking about these hairstyles, I want to make a very small side note. About 6 months ago, I did a chop on my hair. I cut off very many inches. I think I cut off like more than 4 inches from my hair. So the story behind that is I went to a hair braider and she was braiding corners to put for me a hairstyle that needed to add in like extensions on my hair. I feel like I'm rambling, but yeah, the bottom line is while she was braiding in the corners, she kept on like ripping out the ends of my hair and I had so much damage, so I had to cut off a lot of inches off of my hair. And it's been about 6 months, as I already said, and my hair has grown a lot. For me personally, I feel like it's grown a lot, and I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing like a 6 months growth update. If you are, please tell me down in the comment section below. Otherwise, let's just dive into talking about these hairstyles. So the first style that I'm going to be wearing is this hairstyle, and the first thing that I do before parting my hair in 2 sections is spraying water. And I've had some people use purified water or like bottled water. However, me, I just use like normal tap water. It's worked for me, but people say it's hard water, and I don't know, people allege that it makes your hair high porosity, but I don't know. For me, I just keep on spraying water in my hair, and I don't know if my hair is low porosity or high porosity, but I just used like normal tap water, and it's always worked for me, and I'm not about to be changing my way of doing things anytime soon, because if it's not broken, there's no need to fix it. So yeah, I used normal water to spray my hair, because when I work on my hair, when it's dry, what will happen is it's more susceptible to breakage. And about this hairstyle, as you've already seen, I've already made one zigzag line in the middle part of my hair, and I've sectioned my hair into 2 equal, or at least what I would imagine be equal sections of hair. And then I also parted some hair and left it at the front, and that's the hair that I'm going to attach rubber bands onto. So for the section of hair that I'm working on, I braid my hair into 5 triangular sections, and what I do for each section is I start braiding 3-strand braids from my scalp, and then after braiding about 3 times, I combine the hair and then I twist it up. When I'm done braiding each of those 5 sections of hair, I combine them together. So what I do is I wrap one around its partner or around its neighbor, and then I rubber band it together. I did that up until I reached the 5th part or 5th section of hair. And then when I was done applying rubber bands onto each and every section, I just twisted all the excess hair that was not twisted, or I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, but I just twisted it all together, and then that was it. And then I moved on to the other parts of my hair, and yeah, I just start by detangling it because I don't want to be working on hair that is messy. Thereafter, I section it out into a very cute triangle, and then I braid my hair starting from the base, 3-strand twists about 3 times, combine the hair and then braid up until halfway. For this side, I braided 4 sections of hair, combine 1 section of hair to the neighbor, wrap it in a rubber band about wrap my rubber bands about 3 or 6 times, depending on how big that section of hair is. Wrapping it more times than is necessary left me crying. Like for some parts, I was wrapping it about 8 times, and when it was time to take out the rubber bands, I was in tears, because not only was I ripping out my hair, it was very painful, and yeah, I don't want to deal with the pain unless it's absolutely necessary. And then for the other part of my hair, the back part, which I had not braided in, because I could not just leave it looking messy, what I did was braid it into a loose 3-strand braid, because I still wanted volume in my hair. I just braided it into a 3-strand braid braid, and then I attached a bobby pin or clips to keep it like inside and looking cute and neat, or like in like a semicircle, whatever. And then I wrap the hair that I've put in rubber bands around that section of hair, and that is it. And then when it was time to work on my edges, what I basically do is I spray water onto the front part of my hair to lay my edges, and then I put Eco Styler gel. First of all, I love Eco Styler gel because while other gels may have drying agents like alcohol, Eco Styler gel says there is no alcohol. That I am taking what they write on the bottle for gospel truth, but I put it only on my edges, and then I comb them out, and this is the end of that hairstyle. So this is the first hairstyle that I'm wearing, and on to the second hairstyle. So my second hairstyle was actually the easiest hairstyle that I did that day, and it's actually the style that I wore to church. I wore it to church simply because it's very easy to wear, and when I'm going to church I want to look very simple but then also smart as well. And this is just one of those styles that you wear, like you can wear anywhere and not draw so much attention to yourself, but then also be smart at the same time. And what I did was basically partition or section out a single row of hair at the front, and then I sprayed that with water because I don't want my hair to break. And when my hair is a little bit damp, not wet, not like, I make sure when I spray my hair with water it's not like dripping with, like dripping onto the floor. I spray enough water to like dampen it and make it softer and much more manageable to deal with. And then when it came to sectioning out my hair for braiding or to apply the rubber bands, for the side of my hair that I had sectioned out a small bit of hair, I braided it into 3 sections of hair. And as usual, I start off by braiding 3 strand braids from the base or from my scalp, and then after that I twist the hair up until I reach the middle. And for the hair that I had sectioned out on the other part, the one that is a little bit more, that is where I braided just a single cornrow. And what I did was I braided the cornrow. However, when I had reached like maybe 3/4 way through braiding my hair, I combined the hair and braided it as a twist. The reason why I did not want to braid my hair in a 3-strand braid up until the end is because when it's time to take down the braid or take down the hairstyle, I face so much difficulty like unraveling the hair, and it's so painful, and then also my hair breaks a lot. So I decided to braid as a 3-strand braid up until somewhere, and then from there I carry on as a twist. And then for this part of my hair where I was supposed to rubber band, I do the usual. I combine one section of hair onto the next or to its neighbor, and then I rubber band it, and I rubber band my hair maximum 6 times. Like I twist the rubber band maximum 6 times, because anything more than that is a recipe for disaster. Thereafter I twist all the hair up until the end, and that is all that I did for this hairstyle. And then when it was time to work on the back part of my hair that I was not braiding in, oh my god, like to say that it was a tug of war, I was having a tug of war with my own hair would be an understatement. It was so painful, and my hair was not cooperating because it was dry. And if I were to spray water into that other part of my hair, it would like shrink up, and then it would get more detangled, and because it would like coil around itself. So yeah, I just tried to comb it out as best as I could. Thereafter I used this old string. I've had this string for like many years. I had actually forgotten I actually owned it, and I tied this string into my hair, tied it at the back. And then for the hair that is disorganized, the top part, what I did was I've actually seen this method. I've seen people using this method on Pinterest and a few shorts videos. So what I do is I twist my hair into like chunky twists, because I still want my hair to be voluminous, and I twist all of them into like 5 sections or about 6 sections of those chunky twists. Yeah, I was not combing. There was no combing this hair because it's dry, and combing my hair when it's dry is a recipe for breakage. Like I don't want to lose my hair simply because I want to wear a cute hairstyle. And when I'm doing these videos or when I'm braiding my hair in a specific style, what keeps on going through my mind is there is no hairstyle that is worth compromising the health of your hair for. So that is what keeps me sane and prevents me from just ripping out my hair when it annoys me. When I was done braiding these chunky twists, I clipped them using bobby pins at the top, and it was not moving anymore. It wasn't bothering me, and that is just how I dealt with it. You can see the big smile that I had at the end when I was like, at least my hair is now looking neat. And then also those other two sections, I bobby pinned them at the back of my hair, and I can imagine the back of my hair looked a little bit messy, but you know, it worked. For the front of my hair, obviously the edges part of my hair, I put Eco Styler gel to take care of those like flyaways, and then I also got a brush and tried to sweep them into like a kid style. You guys, I've never learned how to do baby hairs. I'm simply like doing the best that I can and fighting for my life. So yeah, I try the best that I can and leave the rest to God. So this is why my baby hairs always look a certain way, but as long as the hair is neat, that's all I care about. And this is hairstyle number 2. It came out looking pretty decent. I went to church, and yeah, that is it for hairstyle number 2. And then for my third hairstyle, this is actually not a new style for me. I braided this style about 3 months ago, and it came out looking pretty decent. However, I want to see if I can make a few changes and tweak it a little bit and see how it will come out this time around, because I need to wear, I'm actually planning on wearing this hairstyle for a certain party that is coming up, and I want to see how it will come out. I want to know if I can do it perfectly or the way the model had her hair braided. So yeah, let's see how it's going to come out. Anyways, for the sectioning, I sectioned it into 6 sections, and then I braided 6 sections. And as usual, start by braiding as a 3-strand braid from the base. Thereafter, I combine the sections and then twist it up until halfway, and I did that for the right side of my hair and also for the left side of my hair, and those were 6 sections in total that I had braided in. And this time I didn't even bother trying to comb the hair that is in that messy afro. I didn't bother because I just didn't want to deal with the pain and the hassle. I knew it wasn't going to amount to anything. So what I did was tie it in using this string. Thereafter, I braided 4 chunky twists into that hair, and I wish I'd stuck to the theme of braiding 6 chunky twists, but I just wanted to see what fewer twists would look like, and I was less than pleased because it came out looking a lot messier than I had intended to previously look like. So the next time that I do this style, I'm going to stick to 6 chunky twists. After I was done braiding in these chunky twists, I just bobby pinned them all at the top using 2 bobby pins. For this video, I actually chose to use pink rubber bands instead of the black rubber bands that the original model had or the girl in the picture had, simply because first of all I didn't have the pink rubber bands, and then also the black rubber bands are not really going with my theme of these days wearing bright colored rubber bands. So yeah, unfortunately the black rubber bands had to go. And of course, as usual, I wrapped the rubber bands around the hair about 6 times, and when I was combining the sections of hair that I had twisted together, like to put them into one rubber band, I was doing it in a crisscross or zigzag format, as you can see. That's why I chose to use neon colored rubber bands, so that you could see the motion of the twists or how I combined them together. Anyways, I did that. I combined them in a crisscross motion, and then I twisted the hair up to the end, and then I simply wrapped it around the ponytail or bun when I was done working on that section of hair. And this hairstyle was actually not the simplest to do because I had to redo it. I had to take out the twists and then try it again because it just wasn't coming out the way I had imagined. But at the end of the day, I was proud of how it came out looking. The final results were chef's kiss in my opinion for a second time at trying this style. So yeah, that is this third hairstyle that I tried out, and actually wore it for about 2 more days. To deal with my flyaways, I simply put my usual suspect, Eco Styler gel, toothbrush, and this is what hairstyle number 3 looked like. Ta-da! You guys tell me what you think. I actually think this style came out looking nice. Like, when I'm looking at it right now in this video, I'm actually pretty pleased with the end results. And yeah, tell me down in the comment section what you think. Tell me your comments, tell me your suggestions, also tell me your concerns, and I'll be more than willing to read through and answer any questions that you have. Also, I want to hear from you what styles I should wear next. Bye.